really thought the crystal readings were interesting for this month of January 2017. If you're interested in getting one of those videos for this month, you can access these by clicking on the link below this video, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for January 2017 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access my psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2017 plus January by clicking on the other link below this video. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu, going to page 8, and there you will see the heading for the expanded New Year reading for 2017 plus January videos, and you will also see the links for the January 2017 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I want to thank you so very much for all of your purchases of all of my videos here on Vimeo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace. Thank you so much. Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your full moon in Cancer psychic crystal reading for January 2017. As I've been doing, I'm going to look into each of the elements, earth, water, fire, and air, with my crystal to get psychic messages and impressions from my spirit guides that will hopefully be helpful to you as you move through this month of January. And this will cover a 30-day period. So the first sign that I'm going to look into is Earth. This would be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. I feel that you're getting some new insights and information that's going to be coming at you, coming down the pike from this full moon in Cancer. I also feel that you're going to want to go out, see the sights, go out for lunch, do some sightseeing, hang out with some friends. I get you having those kind of feelings over the course of the next 30 days. You know, watch the words you're saying and the words you're using, because there could be a storm brewing with some coworkers or family members. There could be like a brewing storm here. So just be very cautious of the words you use. This moon in Cancer is going to be, full moon in Cancer, is going to be giving you a push to do things. I feel like it's trying to cajole you and push you along. So if you've been, like kind of stuck or stalled or, just plodding along, this is like trying to push you in some way. I feel like you're going to work out some kind of deal and arrangement with someone, and I feel like it's a deal that you can't say no to. I don't see you saying no to it, but it's like that kind of deal. Like you just can't say no to this deal. Take things slowly and carefully, though. You don't want to push things too far. So even though I feel like you're getting pushed to do things, you have to proceed forward wisely, cautiously, wisely, because you don't want everything to happen too much too fast. That's the feeling I'm getting. Taking a lot of pride in your work and pride in your accomplishments comes up here for you earth signs, and I'm seeing you like polishing it up. Whatever your work is, whatever you're doing or working on or creating or saying, you putting the finishing touches on it, the high polish on things comes up. I don't feel like you're going to be happy listening to anybody doing any gossiping your way. No gossiping, no I see you shutting that off. Like, I don't want to hear it. If somebody comes up to you and starts gossiping to you about one of your friends or one of your loved ones, you're going to I feel like you're going to shut it down, like you're just not going to want to hear it. You know, be true to your core values and stick to your gut and what you know, because I do feel that you're going to have some kind of like scuttlebutt going on around you. And not only like gossip, it comes up as gossip, but I feel that you need to be cautious because you're going to be hearing a lot of things over the course of the next 30 days. Some of it could be factual, some of it could be gossip. And I just feel like, you're already going to feel like shutting it down. Like, I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear it. I feel like that's actually wise on your part. I do feel some of you earth signs are going to be getting infused with amping up your training, your education, what you're doing, opening the door on maybe getting an advanced degree or another kind of degree or some kind of training or education that you want to learn or know. That feels like this full moon in Cancer is affecting you in some way with that. So I hope that helped you. Now I'm going to look into the element of water. This will be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios. Excellent time for reviewing and renewing. I see a starfish here in this crystal. Synchronicity is key here. And I feel that you will be getting along really well with some family members. Getting along with family and family members comes up here. So I feel this full moon in Cancer is actually helping with that. Some of you may find yourself going for a ride and going by old family memories or old memories. Like you may drive by a house you grew up in, or return to the neighborhood you grew up in, or go back and visit your elementary school when you were little. Or you're like, I see you reviewing some memories. Some of it does have to do with getting in a car and driving by these things. Some of you, it could be looking through old family photographs also comes up here. That kind of energy is swirling around this. I feel this full moon in Cancer for you water signs is also going to get you to be focusing on your weight. You may start dieting, or maybe you're not a vegetarian and you want to switch to a vegetarian diet or a vegan diet, or starting to eat raw vegetables and fruits only. Like you could go to a raw diet. I see you focusing on something to do with that, your what you're eating, and also focusing on your appearance. Maybe you're going to cut out GMOs and only eat organic food only. It could even be that. Maybe you're not going vegetarian, you're just going organic. I mean, it comes up here for you water signs. It's really focusing on your diet, what you're eating, what you're ingesting, and your outward appearance. It comes up here. I do feel this full moon is also going to stop. It's going to give you a sense of pause where you need to stop and focus on if you are burning the midnight oil too much, if you're staying up too late, either working too hard, bringing work at home and you're working too late at night, or partying too much. You are going to start focusing on getting more rest. Is going to be, this full moon is, I feel, going to cause you to start analyzing that. Like, wow, I'm tired all the time. I need to focus on getting more rest, or, not taking on so much work or partying too much, and getting more rest. This full moon is also going to be possibly inspiring some of you water signs to talk to some new people about new employment. So if you're not happy with where you're working, you may start to seek out job interviews, like sending out your resume, or networking and seeing if you can get a new job. But it's weird. I feel like the full moon is going to inspire you to do that. That's how it's coming up to me. I feel that you're going to be looking into things and discovering hidden treasures and hidden secrets, and maybe finding some things of value. Like you could be going through your parents' attic or your basement, or could be through yard sales and flea markets, but it feels more to me like through your own family stuff and finding some really valuables, maybe things you didn't know about that were hidden. And it could be things of value on an emotional level, but it can also be monetary value. So now I'm going to look into the fire elements. This would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I feel like this full moon is going to affect you in ways like you want to run and jump in a lake and put out your fire. Like you're on fire and you want to put it out. I don't know, that's a weird message. Honestly, I don't like to say anything negative. I really don't. But I feel that some of you fire signs may feel that this moon in Cancer is disruptive energy for you, causing some kind of internal combustion, or it's bringing disruptive, like all around you kind of energy. I get that feeling. Honestly, I feel like you're going to feel like this full moon, you wish you could take it in small doses. Because I feel that it may feel too overwhelming or too much for you, this full moon. So I'm getting the feeling like you wish you could take it in small doses here. Some of you, I feel like something that's been done, you want it redone. So if you had any structures built around your house, you may not approve of how it was done. Or if you had if you had workers doing any painting, you may feel like it wasn't done to the right color you want and you want it redone. This could be any wills you've written, contracts you've worked up, agreements or negotiations of sale or some other kind of documentation. You may not be happy with it and look at it and say, you know what, this needs to be redone. I see that energy with you from this full moon, like you want something redone. However, I will say, I feel this full moon is actually putting many of you fire signs in a position of power. Even though I got all this disruptive stuff up to this point, I see you it's putting you in a position of power in some way. This could be at work, it could be in your family relationships, it could be with a love relationship. It's just somehow you're getting put in a position of power. You know, if you write anything or channel anything, you are going to come out with some amazing things. You're either going to write amazing stories, amazing screenplays, amazing books, or if you're channeling, if you do channeling and messages from spirit guides, other worlds, whatever, you're going to be coming up with some amazing stuff from this full moon in Cancer. You know, I do see you gathering up your strength and your forces and pushing beyond any barriers that have been held up for you also. So I see you in a battle stance, you know, and it's very funny. When I read up on this, it did say about like warring twins, you know, of Gemini, because this full moon in Cancer, 20 degrees Cancer, is actually taking place in the constellation of Gemini, and it was going to create some like tense battlement or warlike behavior. I see a man in this crystal with a club in his hand, and almost like you know, like high up, looking down, like with this like Zeus-like look on his face, like Zeus with a club. I feel you are going to be in a very strong position, and I feel that this full moon in Cancer is actually going to make you, if it doesn't happen right at the full moon, I feel over the course of the 28-day cycle or 30 days, you're going to be pushing agendas and pushing things forward, and it does put you in a position of power. So think on that, fire signs. Now onto the signs that are air, the element of air, which would be Aquarius, Geminis, and Libras. I feel that this full moon you may find yourself at some point over the next 30 days at your wit's end where you want to pull your hair out, because I see you wanting to make something perfect. You are going to have the feeling of like, it has to be perfect for some reason. And you may be frustrated by it if it's not, whatever you're doing or whatever it is, if it's not perfect, you may be frustrated by that. I also feel that some of you air signs will be looking into how you can change things up that you're doing. So if you have a workout routine that you tend to follow, you may say, you know what, I've got to start lifting different weights or incorporating different things. If I jog every day, now I want to do the elliptical, or I'm going to start doing the treadmill. Or if it's in a work process that you have, like maybe you have this fixed routine of like you get up every day at this time, you go in at that time, you have your cup of coffee at that time, you sit down at your table or desk or place of business at that time. You may want to alter or change up your routines or how you present things, how you present things to the world even. I'm seeing you thinking on like, I've got to change it up. Maybe even your appearance. Maybe you're like, you know what? I got to change it up. My hair is, brown. Now it's going to be red. My hair is blonde. Now I'm going to dye it dark brown or dark auburn. Like whatever. You're going to change some things up. Maybe even your clothes, air signs. I feel like this may be challenging full moon for you to figure out how to put things together, how to make things fit together, put the pieces together of things. This could be literal puzzles. It could be if you bought something, how you can barely ever find furniture that's put together already when you buy it anymore. Some places, yes, but a lot of times you have to buy things and put it together. It could be things like that, like anything that you would have to put together. This could be business projects, plans, ideas, planning vacations, putting objects together, anything that has to be put together. In whatever way, I feel the air signs are going to find this next 30 days challenging based on the effects of this full moon in Cancer. Sit down and study. Crack open the books. Start investigating, studying, learning, and educating. This full moon in Cancer is going to be driving you to do that. Think on that. If you are in school or already a student, it's just going to be the full moon in Cancer is going to be pushing you to do your studies, do your research, do your studies, do your education, do your learning in whatever way that makes sense to you. Maybe you already own an auto body shop and you know how to, replace carburetors and batteries and, spark plugs and alternators and all the stuff. You already know how to do that, replace them, fix them. But you know what? Maybe you need to take out some training manuals because now they've changed some things in cars that didn't exist before. Like anything that you're already doing, you may need to I got to crack open the book about it. Maybe I need to see why this is changed or this is upgraded and now I need to take out the manuals or the books on it or take a class on it. That kind of thing is being affected for the air signs with the full moon in Cancer. I also hear that you may have the tendency to want to put everything in a box of rationale. And so I feel like you're going to try to rationalize a lot of things based on this full moon. Oh, well, this must be this because of that. Oh, well, he must have said this because of that. Oh, well, this is happening at my job or career or family life because of that. Like I see you putting things in a box of rationale, and when you're in the cycle after, when you get to the next full moon, you may see that some of your rationale had holes in it. So I don't know. It's not necessarily a bad thing to rationalize, but I just feel that those rationales are transitory and you may come to different conclusions by the time you come to the next full moon about the things you rationalized about. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. Please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post any of my videos here on YouTube. If you would like to get this month's crystal readings for January 2017, you can access those videos by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for January 2017 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access my expanded New Year 2017 plus January psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac by clicking on the other link below this video, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo for download and purchase. You can also access all of these videos I just talked about on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu and going to page 8. And there you will see the headings for the January 2017 crystal readings. And you will also see the heading for the expanded psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2017 plus January. And you just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I wish you the abundance of all great things to come to all of the signs, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.